Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is Rossford versus Pandora Gilboa. I think we better get ready for a seismic synaptic showdown. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game, Rossford versus Pandora Gilboa. Let's get right to it and meet our teams. Starting off with Pandora Gilboa. Tell us who you are.
Caitlin Fleming, grade 12. Grace Torres, grade 12. Zach Hummerbrink, grade 10.
All right, welcome to you. And who is your coach?
Leo Recker.
All right, welcome to Pandora Gilboa. Rossford, tell us who you are.
I'm Trevor Scuddy, 11th grade. To my left here, I have Joshua Grix, also 11th grade. And to my right, Cole Buck, 10th grade.
And give a shout out. Who's your coach?
All right, Mr. Amborski.
All right, welcome to Rossford. All right, let's start things off as we always do with our toss-up round. Listen up, teams. There are 10 questions in this round. They're worth 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer, so we can be a little bit looser on our buzzers, have some fun in this round. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Pandora Gilboa, Rossford, are you ready? Yes, sir. Here we go. Name the Mediterranean island invaded in July 1943 by British and American forces that also served as a fueling station site for American ships in Operation Desert Storm. That would be Rossford. Cole.
Cyprus.
Incorrect. Pandora Gilboa, 5 seconds to steal. That would be Zachary.
Corsica.
Incorrect. Sicily is what we were looking for. Yeah, I had a feeling people would be like, ugh, I knew that one. If someone is egotistical, are they unpretentious, modest, devious, or conceited? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Grace.
Conceited.
Conceited is correct. Johann Sebastian Bach played this instrument composed of 70 separate wooden pieces. Name it. That would be Pandora Gilboa. Caitlin.
Was an organ.
It is not an organ. Rossford, chance to steal. That would be Trevor.
Harpsichord.
Incorrect. A violin is what we were looking for there. In what mountain range can Mount Rakapashi be found? Time. That would be the Himalayas. A sudden loss of consciousness due to lack of oxygen and glucose in the brain is known by what more common name? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Fainting.
Fainting, correct. That's what we're looking for. The constellation Andromeda takes on what shape? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Spiral.
Incorrect. Pandora Gilboa, would you like to steal? That would be Caitlin.
A woman.
Will we accept a woman? We will not. We needed specifically a princess there. How many people are needed to play doubles in shuffleboard? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
4.
4 is correct. In our solar system, which planet has the longest day? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Zachary.
Venus.
Venus is correct. Its open mouth served as a gutter to help carry falling water from the roof of a building. What strange and grotesque creature was a symbol of Gothic architecture? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Caitlin.
A gargoyle.
Gargoyle is correct. Yes. In which general body part is the navicular bone located? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
The upper chest.
Incorrect. Pandora Gilboa, chance to steal. Time. Did not get in time. We were looking for the foot and or wrist. That is all 10 questions in this round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Pandora Gilboa at 30 and Rossford at 20, a very close competition indeed. Stick around, our risk and reward round coming up next. Welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Rossford versus Pandora Gilboa. Rossford at 20, Pandora Gilboa at 30 points. Looks like we have some new team members here. Pandora Gilboa, tell us who has joined your team.
Aiden Miller, grade 11.
Welcome to you. Rossford, who's joined your team?
We have Daniel Chen, 11th grade.
All right, welcome to our new and our returning players. This is our risk and reward round. Both teams, you will receive the same 9 questions. 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer. The 10th question is the risk and reward question. We'll give you a topic. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on that topic. You get it right, you get those points. You get it wrong, afraid you're going to lose those points. However, if you don't like the topic, you can simply pass. Pandora Gilboa, you're at 30, so you'll be sticking around. Rossford, off you go to isolation. All right, Pandora Gilboa, are you ready for your risk and reward round?
Yes.
Starts right now. How many states share a border with Nevada? Time. 5 is what we were looking for there. What name is given to the point at the top of a pyramid? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Aiden.
The peak.
Incorrect, or will we accept that? We will accept that. Yes, we will. Peak or apex. The end of a hammer opposite of the striking end is called a what? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Grace.
The fork.
Incorrect. Peen is what we needed there. True or false? San Francisco is the 2nd most populous city in California after Los Angeles. That would be Caitlin.
False.
False is correct. San Diego is actually number 2. When cropland is plowed and lays idle for a season, the land is said to lie what? Not in time. We needed fallow there. Spell connoisseur. As a pass on that one. Fair enough. Fair enough. I would have too. During which U.S. president's leadership was the number of representatives in the House of Representatives increased from 391 to 433. Time. William Howard Taft. To what country should you travel to visit the world's largest rainforest? That would be Caitlin.
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. Science term that starts with C. Orange substance found in carrots that produces vitamin A. Time. Carotene is what we needed there. Risk and reward time. The topic is medical terms. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or if you don't like it, you can simply pass. Pandora Gilboa, what do you think?
I think a solid 10. Yeah. That'd be good. You're the. Do I pass it? I don't know.
We'll take it. Risk 10.
10 points it is. Risk and reward, 10 points for Pandora Gilboa on medical terms. Give the medical name for white blood cells. That would be Grace.
Leukocytes.
Correct. Risk and reward pays off for Pandora Gilboa. That is the end of the round for you. It is now time for you to head off to isolation. All right, let's bring back in Rossford. Welcome back to you, Rossford. Are you ready for your risk and reward round?
Better believe it.
Starts right now then. How many states share a border with Nevada? Time. 5 is what we were looking for there. What name is given to the point at the top of a pyramid? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Apex.
Apex is what we were looking for there, yes. The end of a hammer opposite the striking end is called a what? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Peen.
Peen is correct. True or false? San Francisco is the second most populous city in California after Los Angeles. That would be Rossford. Trevor?
True.
False. It is San Diego. San Diego. Way to go for it, though. When cropland is plowed and lays idle for a season, the land is said to lie what? That would be Trevor.
Fallow.
Fallow is correct. Spell connoisseur. That would be Trevor.
Conniessour.
Incorrect. Connoisseur. During which U.S. president's leadership was the number of representatives in the House of Representatives increased from 391 to 433? That will be Trevor.
Woodrow Wilson.
Incorrect. William Howard Taft is what we were looking for there. To what country should you travel to visit the world's largest rainforest? That would be Cole.
Oh, Brazil.
Brazil is correct. Science term that starts with the letter C. Orange substance found in carrots that produce vitamin A. That would be Trevor.
Carotene.
Carotene is correct. Risk and reward time. The topic is medical terms. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on this topic. If you don't like it, though, you can simply pass.
We'll take it.
And what you going to go for?
10.
Going for 10. Risk and reward, 10 points. Medical terms for Rossford. Here it comes. Give the medical name for white blood cells. That would be Trevor.
Immune cells.
Incorrect. We needed specifically leukocytes there. That is the end of the risk and reward round for you. Unfortunately, negative 10 points, but still a good showing. It is now time to clear our scores, and let's bring back in Pandora Gilboa. Welcome back to you, Pandora Gilboa. Let's see where we stand. Pandora Gilboa has how many points? 60 points. Rossford, how many points? 60 points. Well, well, well. Doesn't get much closer than that, folks. You're going to stick around, though. Things are going to change very, very quickly. Category round is coming up next, where questions can be worth as much as 30 points apiece, but deductions are going to start, so stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. We are tied, that's right. Pandora Gilboa, Rossford, both at 60 points. Before we get on to the next round, looks like Rossford, you have a substitution who has rejoined the team.
We have Josh Griggs, 11th grade.
All right, welcome back to you. And of course, welcome back to all of our returning players from the last round. This is the category round. The power shifts a little bit to our teams. 6 categories to choose from. Inside those categories are questions worth 10 to 30 points. But deductions are going to start. So if you go for 20, you are risking 20 points. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. There's also a double or nothing question in there, which could be a game changer. Just a reminder, all questions are open to all buzzers at all times. However, with that being said, Pandora Gilboa, you won the coin toss since we are tied, meaning you will get to make the first selection.
We'll take disorders of the human body for 15.
Disorders of the human body for 10 points? Oh, 15. Based on the description and the first letter of each correct response, identify each of the following disorders of the human body. Chronic liver inflammation caused usually by alcoholism or hepatitis, and the letter is C. That would be Caitlin.
Cancer?
Incorrect. Rossford, you have the opportunity to steal. That would be Trevor.
Contusion?
Incorrect. We needed cirrhosis there. Cirrhosis. Pandora Gilboa, you are in control.
Chemistry 10.
Chemistry for 10 points. Identify each of the following terms from chemistry. The first letter of each correct response will be given. A vertical column on the periodic table of elements, the letter is F. Time, family is what we were looking for there. Pandora Gilboa still in control.
Disorders of the human body for 10.
Disorders of the human body now for 10 points. Involuntary twitching of a muscle, the letter is T. That would be Pandora Gilboa. Grace.
Tetanus.
Tetanus. We cannot accept tetanus. Rossford, would you like to steal? That would be Trevor.
Spasms.
Nope, it needs to start with the letter T. We needed tick there. T-I-C is what we were looking for there. All right, Pandora Gilboa still in control, and we are still tied.
Solve me 10.
Solve me for 10 points. 1 to the 1,000th power. That would be Pandora Gilboa. Grace.
1.
1 is correct. Pandora Gilboa in control.
Solve me 15.
Solve me now for 15 points. What do you get when you take 3 dozen away from 100? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
64.
64 is correct. Rossford takes control and the lead.
Solve me for 20.
Solve me for 20 points. What is 5 times 11 times 4? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
220.
220 is correct. Rossford in control.
Solve me 25.
Solve me now for 25 points. Cost of 35 items if the unit price is 15 cents. Time, it would be $5.25. Rossford still in control.
African capitals for 10.
African capitals for 10 points. I will name the African nation. You will reply with the capital. Morocco. Time. Rabat is what we needed there. Okay, Rossford in control.
Starts with CH for 10.
Starts with CH for 10 points. Identify each of the following people, places, or things that begin with the letters CH. If the correct response is a person's name, his or her last name or single name begins with the letters CH. Title for the Chief Minister of State in some European countries, including Germany. That would be Rossford. Cole.
Chancellor.
Chancellor is correct. Rossford in control.
We'll take clipped words 10.
Clipped words for 10 points. I will read a clipped word that has been derived from a longer, more formal word. You are to identify the word from which the clipped word has been formed. The clipped word we are looking for, or we are going to use, is memo. That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Memorandum.
Memorandum is correct. Rossford in control.
We'll do clipped words 15.
Clipped words for 15 points. The word or the clipped word is deli. That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Delicatessen.
Delicatessen is correct. Rossford still in control.
We'll do clipped words 20.
Clipped words for 20 points. Fax. F-A-X. Fax. Time. We were looking for facsimile there. Rossford in control.
Clipped words 25.
Clipped words for 25 points. This is our double or nothing question. The clipped word is pants. That would be Pandora Gilboa. Caitlin.
Pantaloons.
Pantaloons is correct. Just in time. That double or nothing is a game changer here. All right, let's take a look at our score. We have Pandora Gilboa now with 70 points with that double or nothing question. Rossford at 105. You're going to want to stick around. Our brainstorm round is going to decide it all. Stay tuned. A seismic synaptic showdown indeed. Rossford 105, Pandora Gilboa at 70 points. Looks like Pandora Gilboa has decided to shuffle the deck for this final round. Who has joined your team?
Chase Detro, grade 10. Tyler Pugh, grade 10.
All right, welcome to you, Rossford, staying with your lineup from the last round. Welcome to our new and our returning players. This is the brainstorm round, AKA all the marbles. Each question is worth 20 points apiece, negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but no stealing. I repeat, no stealing in this round. Pandora Gilboa, Rossford, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Brainstorm starts right now. When Muslims pray, they face the direction of what holy city? That would be Rossford. Cole.
Mecca.
Mecca is correct. The Treaty of Ghent ended what war? Time, the War of 1812. The Chimera from Greek mythology had the head of what animal? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Lion.
A lion is correct. Artist Auguste Renoir is what nationality? He is French. What is the scientific name for the lower jaw? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Caitlin.
Mandible.
Mandible is correct. What is the least common multiple for 7 and 8? Rossford. Trevor.
56.
56 is correct. Identify the state that is home of Arlington National Cemetery. Rossford. Cole.
Texas.
Incorrect. Virginia. Tahiti is found in which ocean? Rossford. Trevor.
Pacific.
Pacific is correct. Who narrates the Sherlock Holmes stories? Time, that would be my dear Watson. Watson. Shark skeletons are made up of what material? Rossford. Trevor.
Cartilage.
Cartilage is correct. What unit of power is equal to 550 foot-pounds per second? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Tyler.
Horsepower.
Horsepower is indeed correct. Who is considered South America's great liberator? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Tyler.
Gandhi.
Incorrect. Simon Bolivar is what we needed there. What is George W. Bush's middle name? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
Wallace.
Incorrect. If I said Texas Ranger, it would have been Walker, as in Walker, Texas Ranger. What is the most common color of sapphire? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Caitlin.
Blue.
Blue is correct. How many white stripes are on the American flag? That would be Rossford. Trevor.
6.
6 is correct. If a circle, end of round, let's take a look at our score. Quite the competition. Pandora Gilboa 110, but our winner with 185 is Rossford. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's come out, shake hands or bump fists and meet in the middle, and we will see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.